Today I'm starting to work on my SMT10. I'm going through all my monster truck wheels and tires and trying to figure out what set I want to use on here. I've been going through and measuring the offsets. What do I got? I got some TXT1 wheels. I have some J Concept Tributes. Proline Brawlers in the stock clod offset. I have stock clod wheels and the widened clod wheels. With the SMT as it's set up is this, it's this steering tie link that's made out of cheese, but it also sticks out a pretty sizable amount. So you can't use a stock offset wheel. Even the low offset wheel, I'm trying to remember what the tributes come with, because you can get the brawlers in stock or plus 17 offset. So these actually fit the same. So what I'm looking at is this screw head right here. Right. So comparison's sake, J Concepts 18mm offset. The Mod Clod wheel set involved. And these are pretty neat. They have cuts. The tires are cut by the guy I bought it from. So as long as this hex right here is basically even with the inside of the wheel, you'll still get full steering. I have this disconnected right now because I'm going to make a new one. It would have been neat if I could have used the TXT wheel. Where is it? It's this one right here. The problem you run into is somehow I lost it. Yeah, it's right there. Why didn't somebody tell me? TXT wheel adapter. Fits over the hex just fine. And if I drilled out the center, what is that? That's we can figure this out. So this thing is 9mm wide. I've still got 3mm on the back side, so if I drilled out the center hole, I would have an extra 3mm. These are the stock clod wheel adapter instead of the TXT2 one. They're a little bit different. The holes are bigger, but those shouldn't be difficult to remount. So the problem I'm seeing is this axle on the SMT isn't long enough to fit the big long wheel adapter package. It's basically got to be made into the wheel. The TXT wheel adapters are 16.5mm thick, where the stock clod ones are only 12mm thick. So what is that? That's you get an extra 4mm with these, and then you get another 4mm from the spacing on the rim. So you get an 8mm offset in the TXTs. Unfortunately, you only get 3 mils of stick out. With the cloud adapters, 8 mil. So 8 mil with the cloud wheel adapter. The wheel hub's only 3 mil thick on a TXT wheel, which means I should have 5 mil of thread engagement if I wanted to use these adapters on these wheels and stick them onto my SMT10. So we're still parallel with that screw head. Same offset as the tribute wheel and the 18 mil adapter. I think that's what I want to do. I can get a slightly narrower track because I don't want the wide track. TXT1 wheel, which I think looks great. I don't think anybody else can use a wheel anyway for these. It's a little bit tighter. Right now we're basically some light behind there. You go. So that's flush. If you have your dual rate turned it down a little bit, I don't think you'd rub on steering. But I'm thinking that's the way I want to go. So what, long story short, the SMT has kind of a short axle right there. Basically means you can only use wheels specifically made in this offset. I think you can do it with the Tamiya wheel. It'll definitely fit the Mod Cloud wheel, which I think is pretty neat. They're also pretty cheap, so cloud wheels are not expensive. They're like $12 or something for a pair, and they're plenty durable. I realize I can't do that in the rear, at least not the way these sway bar links are set up, as in I can't move the shocks to how they are in the rear and still keep the sway bar. I don't know how much I need the sway bar. I guess we'll test and find that out. I think I need to make some shorter links for the forelink. And we'll see what we wind up doing with wheels and tires. I might try remaking this part in a narrow width to fit the TXT wheel. MCI decals, and this is J Concept Silverado Snoop nose. So it should look pretty good. Here, just for comparison's sake, the lack of information that I found when I was going through this, I felt like somebody should at least address some of these things. I think I'm running out of monster truck tires though, so we'll have to take care of that later. So first, let's get a view from the back so we can see the width better. It's going to be the same front and rear. These are the Mod Cloud tires with wideners. It's a 17 mil offset on the wheels. And it is basically parallel with the outside of this body. The tribute wheels with the 18 mil adapters fit nearly the same. Now, just to get an idea of the TXT and the SMT, there you go. It's just a little bit wider. Let me pop the shell in here. The TXT doesn't have a wide body. It's the unlicensed Raptor shell from Bigfoot 18. So I'm hoping that the TXT wheels work out. I wouldn't mind bringing those in just a hair. Let me see. for other comparison's sake. So very much wider, very much longer. I'm still not thrilled with the SMT. That's what I'm going through and changing a bunch of stuff. The goal is going to be to get the wheelbase shortened up just a hair. I don't want to paint or drill the body holes until that wheelbase is brought down to a more normal amount. Hopefully you found some good information somewhere. Alright, see you next time.